editing the page layout on Google Pages. So under our More Actions cogwheel icon, there is actually a bit called Edit Site Layout. When we click on that, it allows us to edit elements that we haven't been able to edit before. So we can set at the top what we want to show. So we've got a header already set and a sidebar already set on here. Header, sidebar. Now, when we click on those, that actually brings us to the configurations. Now, I've set a custom logo on this, which is this delightful burger. But you could also in here set the height of your header. So you can use the default value for the theme. You can use the size of a logo, which in my case would actually shrink the header. Or you can specify a set number of pixels that you want a header to show. So if you've got a header image that is a certain size, you will be able to set it to that size. I'm actually going to set this to 300 pixels. Make sure that you tick the little box beside it, otherwise it won't actually apply the setting. Then click OK when you're done. If you want to attach a new icon, click the Choose File button, navigate to where your icon is, and upload the file. It will appear where the burger is on this one. When you're done, you can click OK. You've got some other options, so you can align and you can have it standard or center. I'm just going to leave mine as it is. And then when it is updated, it will edit. When you click off it, your picture will show up. So where I've set this to 300 pixels now, you can see a lot more of the image. You will notice when you roll over it, it will change colour and the picture will disappear. Don't worry about that. It won't happen on your actual site. It's just while you're changing it. Now the next bit I'm going to edit is I want to edit this sidebar. So at the moment I have two elements on my sidebar. I have my navigation and I have a +1 button. If there's something on the sidebar that you want to take off, you can just click the little cross, come up with delete sidebar item and click OK. You can choose whether you display it on the left or the right. You can choose how wide you have it if you click on the little pencil tool. If you click on the plus tool, it comes up with items that you can add to your sidebar. So you can add a +1 button. It may take a little while for it to show up, or it might come up straight away. You can add navigation if there isn't already navigation there. You can add a text box in. Recent site activity. There's a countdown option that you can put in there. Page authors, site owners, and your own recent activity if you are signed into the website. So you could add any of those into your sidebar to customize that. Some of the other options you already have a footer on the bottom, which is a system footer. So you can actually hide some of the stuff that comes up down there, which is already shown, or you could just leave that as it is with these on the bottom. In addition to that, you can add a custom footer. So if you want to add some links into the bottom, or you want to add a copyright notice or dates, you can click in there. It comes up as a normal page for editing. You type what you want to put in there. You've got images, links, horizontal lines, formatting for the font, most of which can actually be found on here as well. And if you want to insert a table, you can insert a table there. So that's the custom footer. If you want to put something on, you want to turn it off, you just click the button up the top. You can also add in a horizontal navigation, which will come up here. And you can choose what pages you want to have in there. You can tick the buttons, you can click on add pages to it and add them in there. You can have them just as links, you can have them set as tabs, or you can have them set as boxes. I'm going to go with tabs. Click OK, and there are my tabs come up there. And that's essentially it for setting that up. That's the options that you have. You can also change the width of your site. So on my actual background for the text at the moment, it is a pale green. The theme default is what it is automatically set to. You can also set it to custom. Now you can do it either by pixels or percentages of the screen size. So if I was to set this to 100%, it should actually then expand across my screen. And it doesn't seem to want to do that. So let's try it instead. See what happens if I go 300 pixels. Press the enter key to save, that's what I was doing wrong. So 300 pixels, take that out, 100%, hit the enter key to save the changes, and that reaches all the way across. Generally speaking, although a fixed width in pixels can look quite good, I would tend to do it as a percentage to allow for users with different screen resolutions, so that it will either stretch out to fit a wider screen, or if someone's using a smaller resolution, it will come in again. For this one, I'm just going to set it back to the theme default because I think that fits quite nicely. When you're done with that, you can then click close, and that will take you back to your main page.